I want to discuss a decision that I have made to completely divorce from the twin flame label. And I'm not going to go too long on this video, but I was kind of up in the air on whether or not I even wanted to talk about this, but I think it's important. I think it's important. There was a recent documentary that just came out early October. It's called Desperately Seeking Soulmates Escaping Twin Flames Universe. I'm not going to discuss the documentary on this video. If you would like to watch it yourself, it's on Prime. Go ahead and check it out and take that in for yourself. I think the release of this documentary and the stir that it's kind of made within the twin flame community, the spiritual community, was the straw that broke the camel's back, at least for myself, in the decision to really cut that label and cut identification with that label in its current belief system form. I hope that you're following me with what I'm saying. I'm divorcing from the twin flame label as representative of the current belief system that it represents. Okay? So on this channel, you may hear me say twin, because I very much identify with being on the soul connection journey. My videos share that. But know that when I'm saying twin, I'm not saying it in correlation with the twin flame belief system as we currently understand it. If, like, for instance, if you were to go on the internet and look it up, that's not what I represent. That's not what I support. That's not what I ascribe to or believe in. I'm separating from that. And I've separated that pretty much from the beginning of this channel. I've kind of returned to it simply because I know so many people do identify or at least have a kind of an understanding of twin flame now, just like it was with soulmate. So it's more of an idea of a connection point to help people deepen more into their own understanding of soul connection, and to help use this platform to be able to share experience of this journey. But I think after watching this documentary, I really made the decision to say no more. I'm kind of done. And the reason why I'm done is because now we have an example of a portrayal of the twin flame belief system that, in my opinion, is totally false and not a sufficient or accurate representation of the concept of soul connection, which twin flame falls into. Now we have a mainstream representation of that is being made available to everybody. And anyone who watches that video, whether they've known about twin flames or not, could be their introduction to this concept. And that's probably the most disturbing for me after viewing that documentary and just having the understanding as someone who is committed to light work and committed to helping people come more into connection and union with themselves, which is what this whole entire thing regarding soul connection is about. And that documentary touched on none of that. And it's like twisted and turned into this obsession about being with another person in order to feel whole and in order to feel complete. And then we also see an example of representatives within the spiritual community as experts condoning this and making money off of this and profit and just the way that it was portrayed, regardless of whether it was accurate or not, because I don't know. There are numerous lenses involved in this portrayal. We have the lens of the twin flame experts that the documentary was done about. We have the lens of the journalists who chose to do a story on the twin flame experts and their work. We also have the lens of the twin flame belief system as it currently exists. And we also have the lens of the media and Amazon Prime and how they feel they need to share stories in order to gain interest from the public so that they will be watched, so that ratings can go up, or so that a video, whatever constitutes success within mainstream media these days, then you have that. So you put that together, and it's almost just like the concept of soul connection in truth was just non-existent. It was completely buried, and that's so disturbing. And that's why I'm committed and I have been since I started this channel 2.5 years ago, is to be a voice for truth about what this journey really is about. And it is union with self, connection to true self, union with true self, wholeness within, re-examining, redefining, reinventing your own relationship to love, evolving the love and relationship paradigm. That's what it's for. It's not for all of these other things that continue to separate us and keep us in pain and keep us in wounding and keep us in suffering, and that divide us and that keep us shut down to love. It's just really, really, really disturbing where things have gone. Anytime we're looking up information, please take that extra step to understand where your information is coming from. So like, for instance, if I have a book in front of me, I'm going to read about the author. I'm going to read the foreword, the preface. I'm going to read that information that's helping me understand the lens which the body of work that's being prepared in the form of information, the lens that has affected the portrayal of this information. I'm going to look at that for my own knowing, so I understand this is why this person sees things the way that they do, because they're coming from this background, or this is their field of study, or this is their own personal experience or journey with this. Could be one or more of those, or even more than what I'm stating. It's so important. If we're just going on the internet and ascribing to whatever we see that comes up on Google, and then we feel like we're in the knowing about something, or we're just so quick to buy into everyone's experience with something, then we're missing it. We're missing it. And I'm speaking from personal experience on that, because if you've watched my videos, I've said I totally fell into the twin flame belief system, because you're so activated by love and you're so confused and you want answers and you want clarity about what you think you're in. And the key word there is think, what you think you're in. So then we're just so quick to outsource that to power or authority outside of us to tell us what we're in and what we're experiencing. So I was in it for about a year. And I have to, there are light and shadow sides with everything. The light side of it was a jumping point for my own personal expansion regarding the concept of love and relationships and sexuality. That's what it was for me. But it's a belief system that now I'm hoping as we continue our evolution that we transcend some of the narrowness and some of the dysfunction and some of the toxicity that has really shown itself. And all it is perpetuating separation energy. People want to know why they're in separation. You're holding separation energy within yourself. As long as you're holding separation energy within yourself and you don't feel whole and you don't feel complete and you don't feel united within you, then you're going to continue to have that experience on the outside. And yes, if you've been activated by love by someone, that person is going to continue to show you. They're going to continue to mirror that to you. It's not that it's anybody's fault, right? Or it's not that, there's a failure to take accountability for what we don't know, but we do have to take accountability for ourselves and for our own growth and our own transformation. And we have to take accountability for what's true for us. If we don't do that, and we're just so quick to just outsource that to anybody because we're just so desperate for love, we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble. And then at the end of the day, after going through those motions, outsourcing our power to others because we don't feel like or believe that we are empowered within ourselves to ascend individually, then after paying all this money and seeking all these services and getting all these readings or doing all these coaching sessions and what have you, you're still in separation energy. The proof is in to what degree are you connected, and is your life portraying and showing connection? Are you having a connected experience in all aspects of your life? And I am in the process. This is not something that's quick. That's another thing too. This isn't instant, quick, wave a magic wand and divine love embodies and lands in your life overnight. We're working on many levels and through many layers and many bodies where a lot of purging and healing and transformation takes place, but also that piece doesn't go on forever. So if you've been on this journey for 15, 20 years and we're still holding separation energy and there's absolutely no change on the outside, we're not getting it. We're not getting it. So yes, not overnight, but not forever, right? Like the point of this journey is to allow connection and union in your life and to have the opportunity to physically experience that in wholeness with yourself. And then the icing on the cake is experiencing it with others, right? That's what it is. It's union. It's union energy. I'm no longer separate. I'm not separate from myself. I'm not separate from my person. You can be with someone and still be separate. You can be with someone and still be disconnected. You can be with yourself disconnected. And we definitely show so much disconnection and separation in the manner in which we relate with our Mother Earth. So this is all connected. It's not just, it's about me getting into this fixed, physical, romantic, idealized union with another person, and then everything else can just forget about everything else. What's the point of it. If that's the case, how are we going to evolve the love and relationship paradigm with that notion, or with that lens, or that perspective on it? That makes absolutely no sense to me. None whatsoever. Now, I honor everyone's experience with this journey. What people's belief system is what it is. If you ever seek me out for coaching or guidance, I'm going to lead you to the most uncomfortable place that you don't want to go, and that's you. I'm going to offer you the you that has yet to be loved. Yeah. That has yet to be seen and heard and understood. And in the realization that you're the only person that can provide and give that you all of what it could ever want or need, from a place of truth now, not ego, truth. I think the most important thing is, what is it for you based upon your own personal experience, without the influence of others that honestly don't even really have it for themselves. So if they don't have it for themselves, how can they guide you or help you with anything? They can't offer you anything that they don't have. And if it's someone that is guiding or coaching, they should be honest with the areas that they're still working on, and they shouldn't offer to guide in an area that hasn't landed personally for them. Okay? We just don't do that. But there are people that do that. People that do that all the time. And with everyone taking on the hat and the role of entrepreneur and coach, and especially in the spiritual community, with this trying to package up something and offer something to you based upon what you think you don't have. My coaching is always in the premise of you have it. I understand that that's not apparent in your physical reality, but you have it. And let's take a deep dive to show why you believe you don't, right? And then why you feel like you can't, or believe you can't. Yeah. So I'm done. Let me get off my soapbox with the twin flame. From this point forward, soul connection, and when I say twin, it's not in direct correlation with the twin flame label or belief system. And until next time, all praise and all love. Bye-bye.